has quickly become, well, absolutely top of the list, if not my favorite, clearly. I have about $40,000 that I borrowed on that machine there. But apparently we've been here long because my kids were very small when we started this. But what's cool is we started at an age that they remember.
Yeah.
We've signed the papers, there's no turning back, and it is go time on getting work done here on the Okie Woodsman channel. We're gonna be felling trees, excavating, building, and we can't wait for you to join us. And we're about to do some tree felling with what I believe is my favorite felling saw. And I'm gonna explain that here in a moment, but we have to test one more thing, and that'll be right here at the beginning of the video before I can call it, but I think it's gonna go okay. Now, one thing is this little man right here, he's fascinated with that cherry tree. Well, first of all, we didn't wanna cut that little cherry tree because it actually did grow cherries for us. He's gonna take that tree down because it's a little guy with his brand new Christmas saw. And well, you might already know this, but he's an aspiring chainsaw carver, so that's the reason for that saw over there when he already has a Husqvarna 440. But before we get to cutting, let me explain a little bit about what we're doing. This tree is coming off this corner here because this is, well, simply put, a great place to side swipe your vehicle. Guests and ourselves park over here. Shortly, that won't be the case though, because we're gonna have a place to put our cars besides over here. That's part of this project. But what we're looking to do is ease all of this. So this corner needs to get softened. That tree is gonna get removed to soften this as well. This whole corner is gonna be coming out, and I'm gonna be cutting in access that's nice and gradual all throughout here and over here. So this tree, like I said, is coming out. That stump needs to get dug. And there he is. Good job, buddy. All right, little guy. So, looking at this tree, where's the weight at, buddy? Where's it at? Yeah, it's going that way, isn't it? Okay. All right. All right. Yeah, we're good. Don't cut through your hinge. Make it equal across, okay? All right. Okay. Okay, right there. Perfect. Look at that. Hey, it's going.
Exactly where I wanted it.
That's nice, huh?
Yep.
Awesome. We're having a lot of fun developing this property. Remember, when we purchased this, the only saw I'd ever had was an Echo CS310. Okay, so I don't have a lifetime of saw experience, but, well, we've all got the bug. Trees have to be removed, unfortunately, for progress on the property. But being that everything you can see through the trees and out in the distance, that's all ours. So we still do have plenty of trees, but we don't have a lot of cherry. Excellent work, buddy. Another thing that we're going to be finding in this project is I have about $40,000 that I borrowed on that machine there. And don't say, hey, those things, I got mine for 32. The reality is once you buy a machine with a backhoe, you add the third function, if you finance through Coyote, you have your interest charges, even if low interest is there. And then you also have your, you have some taxes. I don't have a farm tag, and insurance, right? So it's close to $40,000. And so the big thing is this is definitely important here on the property, but is this machine going to be all we need to do what we need to do? We're going to be testing here in a little bit. I've got some quotes, and I want to talk to you a little bit about that because there's a lot of dirt work that needs to happen up there. While my son is getting this all cleaned up, I'm going to go ahead and get ready to fell some timber. Buddy, let's check this out. I forgot to check it because I was so excited your tree fell just right. Now for a quick discussion about how I have this 500i set up. Guys, a firewood saw and a felling saw are two different stories. It was really apparent when I ran my 372 clone saw the other day felling with a very overly hungry chain. The saw would have been almost perfect for felling with the exception of a very hungry raker. That's not something you want when you're trying to get good clean notches. Now, this saw here is a saw that I wanted to purchase and have 100% be stock because I think the price warrants that. It was a good runner with the stock muffler. My particular 500i was a little hard starting. So in a moment here, we're going to see if it still's good. Yesterday it was good. I haven't pumped the purge bulb today. We're going to pump that up. We're going to pull it over. It's been starting 2 to 3 pulls every time. When hot, starts 1 pull most of the time. So that's very good. Now, these shorty West Coast dogs are perfect for felling. The stock dogs that were on here, they were just not the right geometry for bucking. Every time the bottom spike touched the wood, you didn't even have to lean on it. If it just touched the wood, what would happen is the saw would instantaneously bind. That has been mostly alleviated with this set of dogs here. And these are the shorties from the 462. So these are a little bit smaller than West Coast Saws sells for the 500i. For my property, none of these trees are extremely large, but this saw is perfect for felling these trees, for doing my notches. It just works really well. So what we're going to do is we're going to pump this up. Somebody said that they think my hard starting issue was my purge bulb. I haven't been counting, guys. I'm just pumping it. We're just going to drop start, no decomp. That's a really big deal to me. I wanted this saw to start second or third pull. To me, that's why you buy a 500i. It's just that really cool no choke process, no backwards kill switch. I love that. If this saw continues to do that, this saw with the muffler mod has quickly become, well, absolutely top of the list, if not my favorite, clearly. Now on this property here, my 562 would easily be enough to handle any of these trees. I fill that tree right over there with it. Yesterday, and it's no problem at all, but the only thing is the dogs are actually very critical to lining up your cuts on face cuts. And because I'm not a professional tree feller, that's not something that I was always thinking about. I always liked the smaller dogs because they didn't get in the way. You got maximum bar length, be able to limb easily. They didn't get into the way. I also liked the half wrap handle on it. But when it comes down to this type of work right here, and especially these taller pine trees, without big broad tops, and even my hardwoods don't have big broad tops. That full wrap is really nice for options. It does add a little bit of weight. Now, what we're gonna do is we're getting started on cutting this tree down. It's a little bit windy today. We have some work to do. Time is ticking. So we're gonna get these 2 trees on the ground, get them cleaned up with the tractor, and my boys will help me cut up the tops with their new saws. He just got back from like a retreat deal with the church. So we want the tree right in there just because it'll fall easy, plus it'll be close to there. We'll access cleaning all of it up that hill there. Let's get going. This is where these dogs really help. You can position your saw nicely. I should have stopped on my undercut over here somewhere, banged that wedge out. I did kind of take my cut a little bit more to the left there. There's a little bit of a breeze blowing this way. Hot start. Definitely low on my hinge, but we should be able to take this down. Definitely low on my hinge, everybody, and it was thick. But because I was in here so low, not the best cut. I think while we're at it, we'll just go ahead and take down the other tree. This hinge ended up being a little low too, not as bad. It's on the thicker side, but hey, I did want to go a little bit more that way. I didn't want to hit that stump right there. Let's take a look at this. Woo! That just peeled that off. Look at that. That reminds me when I was climbing poles, every so often you get on a pole that had what they called shell rot. The whole outside set of rings would just literally fall off as you were climbing. We'll buck some logs off with the 500i and use the tractor to get these out of the way. And then how kind is this? This is fantastic. The brush is really close to the pile. So I'll be able to drive up the hill and clean this up.
Now we don't need a fence.
Yeah, it's like a gate across our property, huh? My two boys are gonna help limb up a little bit. I'll be bucking all the logs. Perfect, good job. You're getting it down, huh? Awesome. So this is cool. Your brother and you guys, like, he's helping you out. Isn't that cool? Hey, when it cuts, this thing might try to roll, so be careful. Okay. Perfect. His arms are longer than my leg. Good work. Good job.
Thank you.
Come over here real quick. Since this is your only saw that, like you said, you might have for a very long time,
Yeah.
that is going to be a great tool for you.
Oh, yeah.
How do you feel about it, buddy?
Feels great.
Well, I know that at first you were kind of like, I don't know if I want to do this right now, right? And to be honest with you, I wasn't sure if I wanted to do this when I started this morning. Mom woke me up early for me. So anyway, my little man's over there working. Look at that. Your brother just wants to run the saw, bud. Hey, are you having fun, man? Look at that. He's over there just working. I love it. I absolutely love it, guy. Man, you're just working away, huh? All right. Now that my boys have cut with their saws for a little bit, we're going to see how this saw starts up. It's probably been, I don't know, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Let's see how this thing does with, I don't know, warm start. Pretty good. How about that? Nice. Good job. Why don't you go put it on that pile? I don't know what it is, but I used to do better cuts. When we were falling all the timber on this property, I was doing a lot of it. And so now I just do a little bit here and there. But overall, the good thing is they're landing where I want them to and not hitting the house. Did you have fun?
Yeah, I've
Hold
never
on.
done logs before, but that was kind of easy.
Oh, you think that was just easy?
That was easy.
Oh, well, maybe it helped that you had your daddy here
Yeah.
giving you a little bit of instruction, right?
Yep.
All right.
I didn't hit a tree.
You didn't hit a tree. That's good.
Yeah.
Thank you, son.
No.
Hasn't that got a lot easier than it was originally?
A lot.
My wife just showed me today that on Facebook 6 years ago, we had, we posted a picture, I guess, probably?
Yes.
6 years ago, we posted a picture of all the trees being crisscrossed right where our house is now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's astonishing to see how the kids have grown. Those are memories that, you know, I don't think about it. I'm 41. 41?
41.
I'm 41. Okay, so I just turned 41. I'm 41. I don't think of it as being here that long.
Yeah.
But apparently we've been here long because my kids were very small when we started this. But what's cool is we started at an age that they remember.
Yeah.
So that's a really neat thing. We've got picture memory. We have some video memory. That was well before the channel started. But man, oh man, how things have changed. Just looking through here, we saw a picture earlier and that didn't even look at all like it does now, right, babe?
No, it
It's
was full.
It's totally full.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, now it's going to change even further, right?
Yep.
So we're really excited about all of the new stuff that's coming. The equipment that we have is making it so much easier.
Saying goodbye to these trees we love is a sacrifice to say hello to something that is going to be good for us.
What a great way to say it. Well, I love my wife. Guys, thank you for watching the Okie Woodsman channel. We're gonna start working on something else. And I asked the question at the beginning of this video is, was the tractor's investment worth it? You can see that, you know, everything that we got done here required very little manual labor. My 12-year-old boy can hop on there, grapple logs, have the time of his life. Truly, he had the time of his life.
He did.
I mean, like now he's inside doing some video games, but you know, he ran a saw today.
Yeah,
He
and yesterday.
and a tractor
Yeah.
and all that. Now he's going to get his dose of modern kid video games. But you know what? I don't mind one bit, because all those things are all our experience and our life skills. And yes, even video games can be that. And my profession, actually, gaming is actually a huge benefit to my the coworkers, not my employees. I'm just the little man. I'm not even in the middle man. I'm the little man. But anyway, out of all the people I work with, the gamers are the best at the job that I do. So I value everything. And so chainsaws, mathematics, literature, reading, you know, all of that is all beneficial to them. And so you guys get to see how that's working out here on our Oklahoma rural property. Thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next one.